welcome back to our NCAA football win total series. We continue on the Big Ten, and we're on to Northwestern. And Northwestern's had some solid years, so they consistently have had coaches stay forever. I mean, Denny Green was there from 81 to 85. It was Francis P.A., Gary Barnett, Randy Walker, and finally Pat Fitzgerald takes over in 2006, and he's going to last all the way through 2022, making 10 bowl games in the process. But 2022 was a struggle. They were 1-11. They started 1-0. They didn't win a game on American soil in 2022. Then there were some issues. Pat Fitzgerald's fired right before the start of the season. So it was a hazing and sexual abuse allegations that went on with the football program. Fitzgerald's gone. David Braun, the defensive coordinator, comes in, and they start off. I mean, they end up with a great year. They start off with a loss at Rutgers, but then they beat UTEP. They lose at Duke, then beat Minnesota in overtime. Lose against Penn State, beat Howard, lose at Nebraska, beat Maryland, lose to Iowa, but then wins at Wisconsin, Purdue, and at Illinois. They end up going to a bowl game. They go to the Las Vegas Bowl, and they win that over Utah. It ends up being an 8-5 season for David Braun, and the interim tag's gone. He's definitely the guy now. And the question is, can he repeat what he did? The offense is an interesting situation. They really didn't have a quarterback. 4 different players threw passes last year. The top 2 are gone. Ryan Helsinki's still there. He's just there. Jack Losh, Aiden Gray are untested. The big one, they bring in Mike Wright, and he's probably going to be the starter this year for Northwestern. 2 of the top 3 receivers return. Bryce Kurtz is back. The tight ends are solid. There is just not massive play threat pretty much anywhere on that receiving core. The run game was just rough last year. So they have, Cam Porter had moments last year, but he's, okay. 651 yards, 4 scores. Offensive line, not bad. 3 starters are back up front. That includes Caleb Tarian and Ben Rather. What carried Northwestern was the defense. The defense was solid last year. And really, they would give up some yards, but they wouldn't allow big plays or touchdowns. What we're looking at on the defense, though, is veteran Xander Mueller to come in to be the star. 110 stops and 3 picks last season. The front, Aiden Hubbard returns as the best pass rusher. They also have Najee Story, who's pretty dang good as well. The secondary, their top corner's gone. He went to Notre Dame, and 2 other guys went to West Virginia. So Devin Turner, the nickel corner, is going to be their top guy now. Coco Zima is going to be their main safety. But the rest of the secondary is kind of a question. And with some of the teams they play on this schedule, it could be tough sledding for Northwestern. They open August 31st, home against Miami, Ohio. Home's not home. Their stadium's being renovated. They're going to play at their practice field. They're going to play at Wrigley Field, but they get Miami, Ohio. I lean win, but I could see a loss there. September 7th, Duke at home. Similar situation. I lean win, but I could also see a loss there. September 14th is Eastern Illinois. I think they get that one. September 21st, they're at Washington. That's a loss. And then September 28th, they have their first bye. October 5th, they get Indiana at home. I'm going to lean win in that one. Then October 12th, they're at Maryland. I think that's a loss on the road. October 19th, they get Wisconsin. I think that's a loss. October 26th, they're at Iowa. I don't think they're going to be able to score on that defense. That's a loss. Then November 2nd is at Purdue. That's a little bit of a coin flippy game, but on the road, I lean loss there. November 9th is their second bye of the year. Then November 16th, they get Ohio State at home. That will be a loss. They get November 23rd, they get Michigan on the road. That will be a loss. And then November 30th, I don't think they can stop the Illinois running attack or score on that defense. I think that's a loss as well. Overall, I think Northwestern's going to take a major step back this year. I have them at 4-8. They could easily lose their first two games and end up, 2-10. I'm going to take the under 4.5. That's the line pretty much everywhere. We're taking under 4.5 at plus 100 on FanDuel. If you like this content, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time.